The problem with waste. Picture this. Every second, a garbage truck's worth of clothes, phones, and leftovers gets dumped into a hole or set on fire. Stack just 1 year of that waste, and it would circle Earth 24 times. And still, we're ripping copper from Chile, flattening rainforest in Borneo, and drilling oil in the Gulf, all to keep fueling the same binge and dump system. But here's the twist. What if waste wasn't the end of the story? That banana peel you scraped into the bin? Tomorrow, it's banana bread. The phone you're scrolling on right now? Not e-waste waiting to happen, but raw material for the next model. Trash is treasure. That's the circular economy in one line. The linear trap. The way we run things today is called the linear economy. Take, make, toss. A straight line. But straight lines don't go on forever. They end in cliffs. Here's one example. We dig bauxite ore from Australia, smelt it into shiny soda cans, and just a few years later, bury those cans, still full of perfectly usable aluminum. Making 1 ton of new aluminum eats through 14 megawatt-hours of energy, enough to power an average home for a whole year. And when that can hit landfill, 95% of that energy vanishes with it. And it's not just aluminum. Since 1970, humanity has tripled the amount of resources we pull from the ground. In the same period, global wildlife populations have fallen by nearly 70%. The math is brutal. The more we take, the less nature survives. And if we keep running in a straight line, the cliff edge is coming fast. But what if the line could bend? Enter the circle. Nature never runs in straight lines. A leaf falls, decomposes, becomes soil, and feeds the next tree. Round and round. No landfill, no waste, no cliff. The circular economy borrows that playbook and runs on 2 loops. First, the biological loop. This is food, cotton, wood, materials that can safely return to the earth. If we design them right, they become compost, biogas, or nutrients instead of methane-belching waste. Second, the technical loop. This is metals, plastics, circuit boards, things that don't belong in soil, but have huge value if we keep them in play. Here, the trick is repair, refurbishment, remanufacturing, and high-quality recycling. The aim is not to use them once and dump them, but to keep them cycling again and again. And here's the key. It's not about recycling a little harder at the end. It's about designing waste out of the system from the start. Imagine a modular phone where you swap the camera or the battery with a screwdriver, and when you're done, the company buys it back, guts and all, to build the next one. That's not a one-way trip to the dump. That's a round-trip ticket. Proof in action. This might sound futuristic, but it's already happening, and it pays. Take aluminum cans. Recycle just one, and you save 95% of the energy compared to making it new. Scale that up, and if every can on Earth looped back, we'd erase 12 million tons of CO2 every year, the same as parking 2 million cars forever. Now think bigger. Light as a service. At Schiphol Airport in Amsterdam, the airport doesn't buy light bulbs. It buys light. The company that owns the LEDs keeps responsibility for maintenance, upgrades, and eventually taking them back to harvest the rare earth metals inside. The airport gets guaranteed lighting, and no dusty bulbs end up in landfills. Or denim. Jeans are notorious resource hogs, thousands of liters of water for a single pair. But with a lease model, you rent jeans for a small monthly fee. When you're done, you send them back. They're shredded, rest-spun, and turned into new jeans. The same cotton gets 5 lives, using 80% less water compared to growing fresh cotton every time. These examples prove the circle isn't theory, it's already here. And when it works, it's cleaner, cheaper, and smarter than the old straight line. The big payoff. Now, let's zoom out. Scale these loops across the whole economy, and the prize is massive. Consulting giant Accenture estimates circular business models could unlock $4.5 trillion by 2030. That's not charity. That's pure economic opportunity. Why so big? Because waste is expensive. Every year, companies dump around $100 billion worth of gold, silver, and copper into landfills through discarded electronics. That's like taking a treasure chest, locking it, and burying it under trash. A circular economy digs it back up and puts it to work again. And it's not just money, it's jobs, repair techs, refurb wizards, material scientists, jobs that stay local because someone has to fix your toaster or remanufacture your jeans within driving distance. And of course, it's about the planet. The Ellen MacArthur Foundation calculated that if just 4 heavy industries, steel, plastic, aluminum, and cement, adopt circular strategies, we could cut global emissions by 40%. That's almost half of what we need to stay under the 1.5 degrees Celsius climate target. So let's connect the dots. Circularity saves money, creates jobs, slashes emissions, and eases the pressure on forests, oceans, and ecosystems. Straight lines lead to cliffs, but loops lead to resilience. Take the first step. So here's where you come in. Start small. Fix the cracked phone screen instead of replacing the whole phone. Compost your carrot tops instead of binning them. Support brands that design products to be repaired, not trashed. Check the link in the description. We've mapped circular brands, repair cafes, and tool libraries near you. And if you want to keep riding the loop with us, hit subscribe. Closing thoughts. The linear economy treats every resource like a one-way ticket to the dump. The circular economy hands out round-trip passes, products designed to come back stronger every time. And the best part? This isn't some distant utopia. It's already alive, in your neighbor's compost bin, in recycled denim, and in the phone in your pocket. The only question is, which loop are you riding?